Hello, it's Marek, and today we're gonna talk about our upcoming DLC Galactic Paragons and its paid content, which are Civics, Origin, Traditions, and we're gonna start with Civics. We have
8
new Civics based on either influencing leaders in some way or maybe enhancing a player fantasy that was missing in the base game, or obviously combining those two. For example, Megacorps and their Pharma State Civic. Pharma State Civic is of course our take on playing big pharma in space, selling medicine to aliens, like here, take this cough medicine, it will surely help you, it helped us, just pay us a lot of money for that, and then go away and don't care about what happens. You probably have this small text on those medicines that you are not responsible as a big pharma empire what happens if you eat too much of the pills there. It also influences medical workers a bit, but you can read more on that on our written dev diary. Let's take another example. I know a lot of players on forums and on Reddit, they're kind of afraid that just thoughts might be left a little bit on the side. I kind of understand their feelings, because the DLC feels more like individual leaders and just thoughts are on the opposite side. They're more like one consciousness on the units, drones working for one mind. So we wanted to kind of break this line here and put just thoughts a bit more closer to the individualist leader. So we made a Civic that is focusing on the player fantasy of their leaders, just thought leaders being more individual or more independent in their thoughts or in their actions. This is of course represented in Stellaris terms in, for example, their unity upkeep, which is half lower when you take the Civic, which also is good for our leader rework, because the upkeep for our leaders is kind of high. But with this Civic, the Gestalt empires have easier way of managing their unity spendings and building up traditions and so on. Of course, if you want to read more on Civics, go to our written dev diary. There is a lot more written there about them. Let's go to Origin. Our Origin, under one rule, is a bit story heavy. I would say it's not as story heavy as Knights of the Toxic God, but it still has a lot of unique events, unique situations, unique chains and agendas and unique traits. So it's focused around an exceptional ruler who kind of unified the planet, not in a way a prosperous unification works, but it's left to the player to decide. So we don't specify it anywhere. If you want it to be like true war, of course it's fitting, or maybe through inventing a new religion and then unifying the whole planet under this religion. It's all open for the player here, so you can create your own story. The events are more based on your previous choices during other events and during choices of your empire creation. Let's move to traditions. We have two more traditions. One is focused of course on leaders, which is called aptitude tradition. It will basically make your leaders level up faster, XP gain modifiers. It will reduce their upkeep, so it's easier to manage them with the unity production, or give them more traits, and so on and so on. It will basically make your leaders stronger, faster, cost less, live longer, and so on and so on. Let's go to the next tradition tree, which is our statecraft tradition tree. It's more focused on the council positions, on the councilors, so it gives agenda progress speed, councilor bonus, efficiency level modifier. I'm pretty sure I said the modifier wrong, but it's written on a dev diary. You can read it yourself and then say, oh, Marek was wrong, it's a different modifier. And it's my favorite modifier and I don't remember its name. Let's see. But we added a lot of modifiers, a lot of traits and a lot of civics, so give me some slack here, and thank you for listening. Go read the written dev diary, go wishlist Galactic Paragons on Steam, and have fun playing Stellaris and have fun playing Galactic Paragons when it's released. I think it's 5 days after this dev diary.